Alrighty, guys and gals, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Ironman Challenge. The Ironman Challenge, round 4, I believe, overall. We are on an Undead Mage. She goes by the name of Susie.
Hello.
There she is. We just left Senjen Village. We're at Razor Hill. We have a quest to turn in. Let's go do that. We're running around all over between Eastern Kingdoms, Kalimdor, looking for green quests to do.
Loktar, for the Horde, go with honor.
Nish Tools. We'll do that.
Strength.
It's back down that way, though, isn't it? Actually, it's just right off the coast. We're going to do this right now. We're going to do it right here, right now. That's right. Let's conjure up some food and water, mainly water. Making 8 of them now. 8 is enough. There's an old, I think that's early 80s reference. It's a sitcom called 8 is Enough. I think it was about a single dad with 8 kids. I don't know if they were adopted. I don't remember. It's not like I really watched the thing, but I just remember the show. I guess 8 is enough, dude. Let's go get some Nish Tools. We have a superpower as undead. Our breath lasts 300% longer than a normal dude. That's right. Oh, we got a... This is a hunter. That's a rough level for a hunter, man. Let's help our brother out. Give him some intellect. Increases his mana pool. He's leveling a weapon. Look at this chest over here. Interesting, to say the least. I'll be taking that there chest. This McCruer's like, are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. Let's get rid of him. I don't want any funny business. Let's see what we have in here. We will not auto-loot it. We're going to leave some stuff for the next adventurer. It's typically what we do. We'll take the money. They're not going to want that. We'll leave them this. The bread, the pants, and the cheese. Every adventurer's looking for those 3 items above all else. My inventory is full. Oh my gosh, why did I not sell? Alright, we'll sell when we get back to town. It's something I usually do before I leave town. But as you can see, I didn't do it. No, I didn't do it. I didn't do that at all. Nish Tools, Nish Tools.
Well done.
Thank you very much. Voice in my head. Thank you. Can't get out. I'm panicking, man. Alright. We're going to be slaying some quill boar. Might come up here and do some of this stuff. I think the safest bet, obviously, are the green quests, so we'll do that. There you go, my friend. My fine feathered friend. He's like, I'm not feathered, I'm tusked. You are tusked. It's a really odd Fleetwood Mac song, the name of a Fleetwood Mac song. Is that the name of the album? I think it's a double album. It's a really weird song. Okay, right here, general trade supplies. Let me go to I like selling at a repair person, so I make sure my gear is repaired. I have it set to automatically repair.
Loktar.
Loktar Gar. Bread. Uh-huh. It's conjured water. We do want to hang on to that. There's more conjured water. You've got a lot of conjured water, my friend. I can't use this, I don't think. The faintly glowing skull. I don't know. I'm just going to sell it. I don't want to, like, take a chance, I guess. Sticky glue I can use. But I feel like the faintly glowing skull, it's too much like a health pot if I were to use it in that way. And I don't want to do that. Malachite, I'm just going to vendor because it never sells.
Dabu.
Never, ever, ever, never. Tiger's Eye sells for a little bit more. Hello, my friend.
Strength and honor go forth to victory.
All right. Just take that.
For the Horde.
For the Horde. Let's slay some dog freaks. Some dog things. Hope you guys and gals are doing well. Not doing too bad. Looking every time I'm in the Barrens of Duratar, it's this bright red. My face is all bright red from the well, from the red on the screen. We got somebody here? We do. We do. Scouts are ranged, so I may as well just use Fireball. Oh, we don't even get credit for a lot of these. We'll get credit for some. Oh, go ahead and get wrecked. I'm only 6 levels above you. So, really not fair to say get wrecked. There could be a chest in here. Oh man, I've got a hunter behind me. It's that same freak. See if we can share the mobs. Don't you dare tag it, you son of a bee. There's the chest. There's not going to be anything in it, most likely. I'm out of mana. He actually helped me out right there. You can have the chest, my friend. I don't even like bread and cheese. Probably has the best white item for a mage in the game in it. Sure it does. Some players don't even really care about chests. They don't even bother to open them. Like this guy. I think he just left. Chest for you. There you go. It's all yours, my friend. He says, take it, homie. No, it's for you, brother. So cool. It's very, very rare to see a player like that, I gotta say. You can be fighting for a chest. A player will run right up and snag it. I feel like it's like 99 out of 100 players do it. I typically don't. And he typically doesn't do it either. Because he's an absolute legend. That's right, we're better than you. You know you bastards would have taken that chest. Even if that troll had been fighting for it. You would have taken it. And you wouldn't have cared at all. You know you would have. The other part of this quest, the mobs are going to be back that way. They're a little bit higher level, which is good. We do need some XP. Another scroll or something there. Yeah. Scroll of protection. This sticky glue I should put on the bar. Gotta be honest, man. Cannibalize, I'm probably just not going to use. I mean, it's, you know, it's an interesting ability, but I can make food for free, and I have bandages, and I can only cannibalize like a humanoid type of corpse, so it's just something I'm really not going to use as long as I have food and bandages, which I will always have, essentially. Let's do dampen magic here, though. What is it? Shift Q? It is Shift Q. Oh, they're melee. I was expecting him to stand there and cast on me. There can be a rare dog freak right over here. If you're into dog freaks, there can be one there. So if we could do quests like this, these green quests, where we're like literally on the edge of being gray, we've got a good chance of going the distance here. But I really have to make that work and not take chances and crap like I generally always do. Level 57 Hunter is the best example of that I can give. It's like what not to do in the Ironman challenge. And I did it. And paid the price. Anyway, cheers. Is he up? I don't see him. He usually will stand right here. Think he's a caster? Oh boy, he's putting a hot on himself here. Should be okay. Yeah. I didn't expect to pull him. Let's drink up here. Do, 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 do. Pick this guy.
Well done.
All right. We can do this as well. Slaying the alligators. And we may as well do it. It's a decent little grindy quest. Decent XP for the mobs. And it's not too risky. I like my Soul of Iron buff as the first one. I don't like it out here. So good. Fix that. So if I reapply this one, and it stays there. Good. All right.
Strength and honor.
Let's see what's become of her son. I think we know. Gator bait. I can't buff her up. She's got a better one. Old Thunder Ridge. Dangerous quest in there. Oh, I see no mobs at all. Tells me somebody's running there and they've skinned them as they went. Because that's where Shizzle's Dizzle is, or whatever it is. I think it's Fizzle's Claw. Super dangerous quest. That's one of those quests, even if you're playing it as safe as you can still, it can turn out disastrous. I don't know why this is a level 11 quest. Maybe there's level 11 crocodiles. Is that music still too loud? I think it is. It's really just the music that has like the swelling of the horns and stuff. Which is to say, I mean, Stormwind is the worst. Ironforge is up there as well. It's really the two worst ones. As far as it competing with my voice and the game sounds. I have a quest right across the bridge to turn in. We might as well run over there and do it. That'll lead us to the Crossroads. If we're into that sort of thing, and we will be. I feel a lot more confident on this mage than I do the warrior. I seem to be more comfortable with ranged classes than I do melee classes.
Dabu.
And Mage has some pretty good escape tactics for sure. I mean, Frost Nova into Blink is pretty amazing. Even without Frost Nova, just Blink can potentially get me out of a death. There's a rare scorpion up here we've killed a few times. I think we killed it on the Tauren. Poor Brutus. Died to some BS. Pretty sad, man. Almost got to me. There's a level 11. Corrupted. Yikes. Guess I got rid of my add-on, my kill tracker. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, I deleted it, I guess. That's weird. Oh, you know what happened? So this is... When I lost the hard drive, I had to reinstall all of my add-ons. I just forgot to put it back on there. I like having it to have an idea of how many things, like how bad the drop rate is on something. Just spent a frustrating... Yeah, like an hour and a half with effing Microsoft's new Outlook. Basically forcing you to use it, which I hate. The old Outlook was working fine. Like, I configured the client on my computer. But not anymore. I'm just using the web-based email. They kept asking me if I wanted to do it, and I was like, no, I don't want it. I don't want it, man. The old Outlook is fine. It's working perfectly fine. Piss off, basically. And then they eventually got to a point... Well, I just got tired of clicking through it to say, I don't want this. But you couldn't just say that when it popped up. So I go to open my old Outlook, and it pops up with the new Outlook stuff. But you have to go through 3 or 4 things to get to a screen that in microscopic print, it says go back to old Outlook. And I had to do that every effing time. So finally, earlier today, I was just like, screw it. Like, you win. Let me try the new Outlook. And I hated it. And the main reason I hated it was I had to configure it and all that bull crap. It imports everything. It does what it did. And then it opened up. I actually didn't mind the way it looked very much. It wasn't that bad. But right at the top where my emails are, the very first email is actually an advertisement. So I was like, come on. So you can just delete it, but that's beside the point. I don't want to be forced to look at an ad. So I clicked the 3 little dots. It says remove ads. Now, what does that mean? In today's world, that means, yeah, you can remove the ads if you pay us to do it. So in my mind, that's all the new version is just a gimmicky sales pitch to get you roped into a monthly subscription with Office 365 or paying to remove ads, man. So I was so effing pissed. So I was like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing it. So then at this point, I'm like, how do I get rid of this? I don't want this on my system. And so I'm looking at Microsoft forums and things like this. Everybody I saw basically hates it. That's all I was seeing. And there was a couple of things on how to get rid of it. One of them was just to uninstall the new version of Outlook, which I did. But what did that do? That uninstalls all versions of Outlook on the computer. Well, at least it took it away from the shortcut I had. So I just went back into program files, found Outlook, opened it, doesn't know what to do. It pulls up the Microsoft Store. Choose a program you'd like. And so I'm trying to find old Outlook. It's just not in there. I see new Outlook, which is what I don't want. Anyway, man, I got so frustrated. I was like, you know what? Just screw it. I'll just use the web. I'll check my mail from Gmail. The web client. It's fine with me, man. I can't stand that shit. When they force you to do something because they're trying to get money from you. No thanks. And this thing that's been going on for years now, same thing with Amazon. Even if you have like Amazon Prime, if you're trying to watch a movie, you'll still see ads. You can pay them even more money to go ad-free. Like, here's an idea. How about you F off all the way off? Anyway. I was so frustrated. There's a couple of registry edits you could do posted by a Microsoft support person, and you follow the steps, and the key that you're supposed to be editing is not even in there. Primal boots, you say? Are those leather? They are. Oh, it's frustrating, man. Couple years back, I was looking really hard into trying some friendly version of Linux, you know, with the UI similar to Microsoft, just because I'm so used to it. You don't have to deal. I mean, I don't think you have to deal with this bullshit that you do with Microsoft. But you don't really own your computer anymore. You're basically renting the damn thing is what it feels like. You've got no freedom to do what you want. Try to disable antivirus. Good luck with that. The way around that, well, it used to work. I think it still works with Windows 10, is you just get a new antivirus, and then it'll turn Microsoft Defender off, which is kind of a joke. But, I don't know. I do miss the old days, man. The older days of having just freedom to do what I want. But just more freedom. I'm not, you know, obviously it's not my operating system. I understand it's licensed. Like, I've not paid for Windows so that it's mine. It doesn't work like that. It never has. They license it to you. That's what you're buying. And that was the genius of Microsoft. And that's why at one point Bill Gates was the richest dude in the world. I don't think he is anymore, but he's still fucking up there. Yikes. I'm actually getting nothing off of these things. But anyway. You used to be able to turn stuff off, like updates. If you didn't want updates, you didn't have to have them. You can't do that nowadays. All you can do now is turn them off for 7 days. Those are your options. I mean, there's some higher level stuff I think you can do. But if you're not careful, you can screw up your system pretty good. Just trying to work around having to follow their ridiculous guidelines. I don't know. I'm of the school of thinking where if something is not broke, I don't need to update it. Do you know what I mean? And let's be honest, most updates these days are they're just BS ways to advertise to you is all it is. When I go to update my graphics driver with the GeForce Experience thing, if you guys do that, what do they show you? It's just a big giant ad. There's like 8 ads it goes through, and I swear they stagger and time the driver install so that you have to watch all of the things they're advertising to you. I don't do it. I just minimize the shit. Pretty rough drop rate on this. It usually is. Same thing with BattleNet. BattleNet, I remember, when it wasn't a thing, you would just launch from the icon. You can actually still do that. You can get around BattleNet, but let me tell you something. Oh my God, is it a nightmare to do. You can look up how to do it. They do not make it easy. It's the most difficult thing to do. Because I got tired of seeing the ads and the bullshit on the BattleNet, all that crap. Like, I just want to open the game and play it. I don't want to see what's new, and I don't want to buy the latest thing, right? It is a whole procedure to try to do it. But I remember when they went to BattleNet, I mean, the first thing I noticed was, like, this is just an ad. It's just an advertising platform for them. That's all it is. So I see why this is a level 11 quest. We do have some high-level mobs in here. Man, so there's a problem with this quest, and I've pointed it out before. If you have crocodiles, like, this river is basically split. This is the border between these two areas. Crocodiles over here, I am certain will not drop any loot, and especially the quest item you need. They need to be over here. I'm almost positive that's a thing. I noticed a pattern, I don't know, on some character, and then it was just kind of confirmed. The more characters I had in this area, I noticed the crocodiles I pulled from over here had no loot at all on them, which is weird. Anyway. Man, as I get older, I just get more and more cynical and I don't know. Like, I've got one foot out the door from being the old man with shorts on, black socks and flip-flops yelling at kids to get off the lawn. Like, I'm so close to that. That's what it feels like. My toleration, or my tolerance for gimmicky bullshit is just... Oh boy. Let me reset here. It's level 11, and I need to get the jump on it. I just have none these days. I was trying to watch soccer highlights yesterday. I'm not really a sports person, but if I'm really bored, I'll watch NFL or whatever. I don't really care too much. But I was trying to watch soccer highlights, and it reminded me why I don't watch soccer or football if you're across the water, right? Or, well, basically any place else. So I'm watching these grown men. I mean, really highly skilled athletes, like amazing to watch, the ball control and everything. But I'm watching them take these dives. Like there's nobody, there's no player near them. But they take these dives if there's somebody in back of them. I guess they're trying to get a penalty kick or something. And how they are not aware by now that they're going to replay it in super slow motion, high definition, from 5 different angles. Like, nobody touches the dude, and he just falls, he just flops on the ground, flailing his arms, screaming and yelling, grasping his elbow or his knee or his shin. And they show the replay, and like nobody has touched the dude. And I'm just watching this grown man like, what are you doing, man? Like this little drama queen lying and trying to get away with something to cheat. I don't know. I got so like upset. I'm just shaking my head at the screen and kind of laughing at it with a mix of... I'm just looking at the person with a mix of hostility and disgust. Fucking ridiculous. I don't know how anybody watches. I don't know how anybody watches that or can watch it and like be okay with it. Maybe it's just part of the game, but I tell you what needs to happen. What they should be doing is every time that happens, a player goes to the ground like that, the refs should be able to review and see what we see on TV and everybody else sees. And if they're caught faking it, the team should be penalized. Like, if not that particular player, then maybe the other team gets a free kick or whatever it is. I don't really know soccer, but that's what needs to happen to stop that BS, man. It's ridiculous.
What can I do for you?
All right, here's the thing. That's an upgrade for us. Oh, that's sad. Her cry there? Jeez. All right, thank you. Appreciate it. I cannot have that, my friend. You don't want buffs? Don't hand them out. I love giving buffs. I love being able to do it. Yeah, I don't know if there's any other sport that I've watched that's like that. I'm not saying there's other sports that people don't try to get one over, right? Obviously, they do. There's close calls, and, you know, you'll see it in football where they'll celebrate like they've made a good play or touchdown or blah, blah, blah. But you generally don't see people flopping around like that, like professional grade actors. It was ridiculous. There's probably a highlight reel or a channel dedicated to soccer flops. I don't know. It's, for me personally, I can't look past it. It's the thing. Like, I can't watch soccer knowing that crap's in the game.
What do you need? Go with honor.
I don't need anything, I guess. We're finished. Am I stuck? No. Thought I was. Alright. So, maybe work on this next episode. We're winding down here. I can do this quest. Not really wanting to do that. Although I could farm the mobs just out front here to try to get this, the eye or whatever that drops. It's a chain of quests. We go to Thrall and then back again and then down to this guy. A couple of different things we can do. And then of course we can always, I don't feel ready to go into the Crossroads just yet. But we should have some of this, some green quests on this side of the continent over here, which we can go do. But for right now, we're going to wrap it up.
What are you looking for?
Let's sell. Yeah, we got a little upgrade there. Can't wear the leather, obviously. Got one conjured item left there. Let's put these there. That goes there.
Go forth to victory.
Let's continue making up some linen, some heavy linen, rather. Stay on top of this as much as we can. You know, but if I'm going to be... If I get into a situation where I need to Frost Nova and blink away, more than likely I'm going to keep running to try to get out of combat. I mean, if that's not doable, then obviously I want to Frost Nova, blink, bandage. Should be able to get a full bandage off. Yeah, this roots him in place for 8 seconds, which is pretty good. Pretty good. Alrighty. Well, sorry about the complaining. It's what I do. Thank you for hanging out and watching for a little bit. I do appreciate it. You guys and gals take care. Susie and I will catch you in tomorrow's episode.
Good luck.
Good luck to you. Peace.